What's up everyone, and welcome back to the Zeusdaz Unemulated Retro Game Channel. I am your host Zeus, and I bring you another Shit Game Time video review. And we're going to be doing, as you plainly see on the screen there, we're going to be doing Crazy Cars on the Amiga. I did a Shit Game Time of it on the Atari ST a while back, and it scored 91 shits, mainly because it had such a stingy timer. If my memory serves me right, the Amiga version plays far more friendlier. But we'll see. Anyway, who was it poo requested by? YouTuber I Like Roaming. Hello my friend, how are you? Thank you very much for your request. I hope you're doing okay. Wants me to flesh it down the voltage shitness because he says visually, especially on the sides of the roads, it's very painful for the eyes. The cars jump around clumsily over the road every time you hit a bump. It's monotonous, it can get boring, and well, basically not much love for the game, have you? So we'll see. Hang on. Let's find out a bit more about this game. Released in 1988 by Titus Software, published by Titus, developed by EH Productions, programmed by Eric Kane, produced by Herv Kane, programmed by Eric Kane, and graphics by Oliver Corvoil. I think that is the way it is. That's how it's spelled or pronounced. So 1988, it came out of a whopping great price tag of £25. Is that true? I've checked one magazine, it said £12.99, but the other mags say £24.99. So I'm going with that because Titus were expensive games. And today's money, that's £70. That's about $90. Wow. Anyway, let's see, a little bit of sampled music on the screen there. Press the fire button, bound to be a bit of loading. How much I don't know, but yes, remember getting this back in the day when I had my ST and I upgraded a year later to the Amiga, and yeah, I mean, I didn't hate the game personally. I still have it in my collection along with this Crazy Cars 2 and 3. Crazy Cars 2 being far more beautiful looking on the Amiga anyway, but controlled like a dog turd. You kept crashing into posts and lampposts and police, and it kept exploding all the time. And is it taking some time loading? Is it loading? I'm not sure. It doesn't take that long to load, does it? Let's give it another few seconds. I think actually you have to press, you can't get out of it on the fire button, it's space bar. But I think it's taking its time. It usually loads a little bit quicker than that, so just bear with me. Might have a little slight cut in the music here. Ah, there we go. Okay. Controller wasn't in properly. So a bit of loading here. That's a lovely, interesting screen. Not sure if that's on the original. So yes, here we go, Mercedes. You can't select your car, you start with the Mercedes, you get through about 6 stages and then you upgrade to the Porsche. 6 stages later you upgrade to the Lamborghini and then to the Ferrari. But I think early Titus games like Fire and Forget and Crazy Cars, you can tell it's been created by the same game engine and they're identical as each other. Florida, yeah, there's that speckled look which you get on Fire and Forget 1. And here we go, yeah, speckled look. There's no fire button to use, you just press it up, which is annoying. I hate racing games where you have to press up and then left and right. I'd rather keep my finger on the fire button. I'd rather keep my finger on the fire button to get my acceleration and then notch up on the joystick for gear change, that kind of thing. But I remember, yes, I gave the ST version 91 shits because not only of its over the top price tag, but it was just, I just could not get past, I think, the first stage even, if I remember right. I gave it 91 shits because the timer was bullshit. I wonder why they chose a Mercedes to begin with. You think, you know, being sports cars, there's the Porsche, there's the Lambo, and then the Ferrari. You think, I don't know, what about a Lotus to begin with? Maybe it was a copyright thing. You think you start off with some lower end cars, supercars like Lotus. But why a Mercedes? I don't know. There's the Porsche. So there you go, there's stage one. I did that straight away, and I could not do that on the ST. At all. That's why I gave it 91 shits. It was just impossible for me. A little bit of loading. Multi-load games, eh? Massive bloody border at the bottom of the screen. New York. Again, with the old speckled sides. But the way a car jumps about like that is ludicrous. But apart from what I've mentioned, it's basically a carbon copy of the ST version. Fine Forget 1 and Crazy Cars 1, Amiga and ST versions were literally identical to each other in every way. Apart from possibly the sound. Just skidding all over the place. But it still plays better than bloody Outrun on Amiga, that's saying something. Yeah, would you rather play this or would you rather play Outrun on Amiga? The Lamborghini as well is beautiful when you, the sound alone. When you get that car, when you qualify for the Lamborghini, the engine noise is a tone lower, and just because of that tone, you know it's a more powerful car. Instead of this higher pitch whine, it's a much lower. You can tell, oh, this has got power. So I do like that touch. There we go, another stage down. So these are quite easy. I got nowhere near this far on the ST version. So whether it was programmed on the ST first and then ported to the Amiga, or the other way around, that was probably likely. They probably made that adjustment. Cool, look at the bloody sides. What is this, a poppy field? Yeah, it's just like Fine Forget 1. Has that same kind of effect. Not quite that obvious, but yeah. Those interested, there is a long play of this and Fine Forget 1 and Fine Forget 2 on my channel. I think I was the first one to produce long plays of Fine Forget 1 and Fine Forget 2 on the Amiga. And to this day I think I am the only one that's done a long play of them. But that's thanks to cheats, thanks to Trainer. Oh, come on. Yeah, do I do all 6 stages and at least try and get the Porsche? Oh, damn it. Yeah, so it can get a bit monotonous after a while, I think, because it's quite easy actually. See, I'm getting past these stages quite quickly now. There's no way you could do that on the ST version. That's why I gave it such a higher shit rating. I mean, got to take the, the year into account as well. It was reviewed in January 1988, so no doubt for me it was being programmed at the later end of 1987, so very early days on Amiga. Mountain. Different backgrounds too, which is nice. It's always nice. And for those wanting to know what happens when you complete the game, it just rolls back to stage 1. Oh, actually, I think you keep the Ferrari, but you just keep going on forever. Yeah, I think that's what yeah, check out my long play of that. I do all the stages of the cars, and then when it loops over, I just simply end the game. So yeah, there's no fire button, it doesn't do anything. That was sort of, this is like Crazy Car, Fine Forget without the gun. Go away. Oh, I've got a Porsche. Ooh. Can't stand Porsches. If you was to give me a brand new Porsche, you know what I would do? Put a bloody great for sale sign on it. Get the money. Mind you, in this day and age, I don't know about anybody else watching this outside the UK, but at this moment in time, you've got a fucking a complete wet nutter called Ed Miliband with his bloody green madness, green policies. So there's no way you'd be driving a car like these, Ferraris and Lamborghinis. You wouldn't be able to get out of first gear. Now for me, yeah, it'd be an Aston Martin DB9. I've driven one of them many times. I actually was looking after one for about 2 months in a summer, a long time ago. Got footage of that too, which I haven't shared on YouTube. But yes, beautiful car that is. But yeah, in this day and age at the moment, with all the green madness going on, you know, the way it's going, they'll only give you 2 farts a day allowance. But I digress. So I think it might be after this one we get a new car, if I can pass this stage. Can't remember if this is stage 5 or 6. But yeah, I'm happily going through these stages quite, not easily, but I'm doing fine. But if you check my shit game time of the ST version, if I remember right, I couldn't even get past stage 1 because the timer was bullshit on it. But again, this is £70 in today's money, 25 quid back in the day. That's a lot of money for 1988. Go away, Lambo. There you go. So yeah, this is kind of easy. And as you get newer cars, they get more faster. Next run. If you've got a new car now, or I've got just one more stage to do. So we'll take it to the Porsche, I think. It's loading, taking a bit longer. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I think this is the final stage of the Mercedes. Bags of time. Not many cars, is there? Oh, there's one. What's that? Oh, that's a Porsche. That's the car you get next. Come on, move out of the way. Yeah, I don't think that would do your suspension any good, would it, if you would jump off the screen like that? Yeah, no, can you imagine the damage you're going to do to your axles? Right, do one more stage. This should be it, really. Where's the finish line? There it is. Yeah, loads more time on this version as opposed to the ST. Loads more time. Much more fairer. In fact, it's almost too easy. It's gone too far the other way. Yeah, here we go. Okay, new car. So this will be the Porsche. Oh, I've got a Porsche. I can't even read that. Bloody pink background with yellow writing. Awful. What's all that? So we just checked this out. After this will be the Lamborghini, and then 6 stages later will be the Ferrari. Florida. So yeah, repeating the same stages again, but different car. And now you get to go a little bit faster, your speed. But it's when you get the Lamborghini, you know you've got power. It just has a much lower engine tone to it, and it's like, yeah, you know, whoa, just by hearing it without moving, this thing's got power under the bonnet. I think that'd do, you know. Maybe we should just let our time run out, because there is a nice ending screen as well, a game over screen. I quite like that, so we just curb crawl right now. So what can I say? Overpriced, no doubt about it. Very early Amiga game. Yeah. There's no ending as such. Can be a bit too easy, unlike the ST, which is too hard. Graphics, well, I said the side of the road can be a bit sore on the eyes. I don't mind it too much, but some people might find it a little bit distracting. But yeah, it is what it is. It's an early racer, isn't it, on the Amiga? One which allows you to get to the bloody finishing lines, unlike the Atari ST version, as I've said several times. So that's game over. You get a nice little game over screen, which is quite artistically very nicely done. It's coming up now. And I don't know if you can hear it in a second, but you'll hear birds in the background, you know, it's in a forest. It's quite nice. Bit of loading. Come on, give me that game over screen. Where are you? Yeah, so what am I going to give this? There we go. That's quite nice, that is. What am I going to give this? Well, the ST got 91 shits because it played completely unfair. This is not going to get anywhere near that height because it's much fairer. A bit too easy, actually. Price tag is too expensive, but it is, I would say it was being programmed very late 87, so very early days, and good racer for that type of day. There wasn't any others around that time, and as we found out 2 years later when Outrun came along, fucking hell, didn't progress at all as far as Amiga power, did it really? That's a programmer's fault there, and a publisher. So yeah, what we're going to give this, the only negative thing, as I said, is the price tag. But it's not shit, is it? It's not shit. It is what it is, and it's okay. You'd certainly want to get through the stages to see what the other cars are like. So because of that, there is a bit of fun factor there. Do like that screen there. Nice bit of sample music on intro. I'm going to give that for its early release but high expectancy and price tag. Oh, blimey, this is a tough one. I'm going to give that 72 shits. Yeah, I'm going to give that 72 shits on the shitometer, unlike the ST version, which is 91 shits, because it's impossible to literally get past stage 1, as I found out. So yes, 72 shits for Crazy Cars on the Amiga 500. Let me know what you think of my decision. Let me know in the comments if you actually had any experience in this game, what you think of it. Did you get it back in the day as a present? Did you buy it? Did you get it as a crack copy? Who knows? But yeah, it's an early Titus game, and it ain't that bad. You know what I mean? It's not that bad at all. So that's my decision. So yeah, put in the comments what you think about this game and your experiences with it. 72 shits. That's the Zeus deal. Thank you very much for joining me this week on this week's edition of Shit Game Time. Please join me next Friday, 7:30 PM, Greenwich Mean Time, for a new edition of the Shit Game Time series. What game or format will it be? Who knows? Come along and join me and the rest of us to find that out. 3 random Shit Game Times will come up, including the Atari ST version of this game, so check that out. And in the top left-hand corner is the video you go to place your Shit Game Time game requests across many formats. No waiting for the Amiga now for me to send away for discs. That's not happened for years, but I have to keep mentioning this because in the video I do keep saying that. Even though I've pinned in the comments of that video at the top, there's no need for me to wait and send discs anymore to get them on my original Amiga. I've got around it another way. Right, hopefully see you all next week. Please give me the thumbs up on my video and my channel. That'd be great. And subscribe if you would be so kind. There's tons of stuff. Nearly 3,000 videos on my channel. I think I've earned a few more subs than what I've already got. Take care. See you all next week. Zeus, out of not so bad shits, Phil.